everybody, it's me, Queen Anna. I'm so happy to see you all here today. It feels like the first time in forever since I've gotten to see you guys, so I'm so happy that you're here. Now today we're going to be doing something really special. We're going to be reading from one of my favorite books with some of my favorite stories, but we're also going to do a little bit of arts and crafts. So we're going to be making a snowman today. Yeah, it's our very own snowman that we can carry around with us. I know it's not winter time, so we need to keep up on our snowman making skills in the meantime. All right, so while we're getting ready, while we're reading our stories, I want you guys to think about any questions that you have for me that you can ask me during our arts and crafts time. And today for arts and crafts, all you're gonna need, it's not a lot, all you're gonna need is a piece of paper, some glue, and a pencil. Now I'm gonna use a pen so that you guys can see it a little bit easier, but you guys should use a pencil just in case you make a mistake, which is always a great thing because you can make it even better the time after that. And maybe some colored pencils or crayons or markers, that's also great. And you can also have, with your parents' permission, some scissors so that we can cut out our snowman. Make sure you're extra careful with the scissors though, and make sure your parents are there watching. All right, so let's get started with our story first, and then we'll get to building the snowman. Okay, so today we're gonna read a story about a snow monster. It's called The Frozen Monster. I'm gonna find it in my book. You guys are really gonna like this story. All right, The Frozen Monster. I'm going to move my easel so you can see. It was a beautiful spring day in Arendelle. Queen Elsa was taking a break from her usual duties to spend time with her sister Anna. "Watch out!" Anna cried, speeding through the castle gates on her bike. The townspeople quickly jumped out of her way. "That's not fair, Anna!" Elsa cried, racing after her sister. "You started before Olaf got to 3. "First one to the harbor wins," Anna yelled. Behind the sisters, Olaf the snowman ran to catch up. "Wait for me," he said. "Ooh, a butterfly." There's Olaf. He gets a little bit distracted sometimes. Anna was almost to the harbor when a huge pile of snow appeared in front of her. She swerved to avoid it as Elsa rode past her, laughing. "Elsa, your powers, using them is cheating," Anna yelled. "You're just jealous that I'm gonna win," Elsa called over her shoulder. Just then, Elsa noticed Kristoff and Sven passing in front of her. They looked upset. She quickly stopped her bike to see what was wrong. I wonder what's wrong. I don't know. The title of the book is Frozen Monster, so maybe there's a frozen monster. Anna raced past Sven, Kristoff, and Elsa. "Ha! Winner!" she said, hopping off her bike. Then she saw her friends' faces and her smile disappeared. "Kristoff, are you okay?" she asked. "We've been looking for you," Kristoff said. "Sven and I were gathering ice high in the mountains when we saw something huge in the forest. We tried to get a closer look, but the snow was blowing too hard, and we lost it. Elsa, can you control the snow so we can keep looking for it?" I wonder what they're looking for. There's Olaf and me and Elsa and Sven and Kristoff. They look kind of worried. I don't know. "You have no idea what it was?" Elsa asked Kristoff. "It looked like a monster, but I didn't get a good look at it. I thought I knew everything about those mountains, but I guess they can still surprise me," Kristoff said. "A new creature. Sounds like an adventure," Anna said. "Oh, can I name it?" "Well, we'll have to find it first," Kristoff said. The sisters hurried to the castle for supplies. On their way back to Kristoff and Sven, they ran into Olaf. "Where'd you go?" the snowman asked. "I was right behind you. And then there was this butterfly," and Olaf looked at Anna's cloak. "What did I miss?" "We're going monster hunting," Anna said. "Oh," Olaf said, "can I come?" So he noticed that I was wearing my cloak, and he was, "Where are you going?" I was wondering where we were going. All right. With Olaf in tow, the friends set out to find Sven and Kristoff's monster. The higher they climbed, the colder it became. Before long, it began to snow hard. Hey, Olaf said, pointing at the snow falling on Elsa. Now you have a snow cloud too. Olaf happily grabbed Elsa's hands and began to dance with her. Elsa laughed and spun the little snowman around. I guess the cold doesn't bother Elsa that much. Must be nice. Elsa, a little help here, Anna said. Elsa turned to see her sister, Kristoff and Sven, freezing beneath a pile of snow. She quickly parted the storm to clear a path for her friends. Phew, that's better, Anna said, brushing herself off. Now, if we could only find our mysterious friend that easily. We've been walking for a long time, Elsa said a while later. Are we almost to where you saw the monster, Kristoff? Kristoff and Sven looked at each other. We, don't remember. Don't remember, the sisters said in unison. There was a lot of snow, Kristoff said, and Sven took a wrong turn. Sven groaned and nodded in agreement. How are we going to find the monster? Anna asked. Suddenly, a loud roar shook the mountain. Everyone froze. Can I hear you guys make a big, loud roar? That was probably good. I can hear it. It was good. Wow, Sven, you sound hungry, Olaf said. Was that Sven's stomach? Oh, Olaf is silly. I don't think that was Sven's stomach, Olaf. I think it was a monster. Quick, follow that roar, Anna cried. The group started toward the noise. They hadn't gone far when they heard another roar coming from the opposite direction. Are there two of them? Anna asked. Elsa stopped and listened. I think the roar is echoing off the rocks, she said. How do we find the monster? Kristoff asked. Elsa had an idea. She stomped her foot on the snow, and an icy staircase began to grow into the sky. Soon, the stairs reached high above the trees. Now they would be able to see the whole forest. I never get tired of that, Kristoff said, admiring Elsa's icy creation. That looks so cool. Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Olaf began to climb the stairs. Below them, Sven whined. The steps were too slippery for him. I'll stay with you, Sven, Olaf said. Besides, I think I'm afraid of heights. As Anna, Elsa, and Kristoff reached the top of the stairs, there was another great roar. Can I hear your roar again? Good job. I can hear it all the way over here in Arendelle. Look! The trees moved over there, Anna pointed. That must be where the monster is. You mean that patch of trees right next to us? Kristoff asked. Yep, Anna said. Kristoff nodded. Just checking. At that moment, the trees moved again. The staircase shook. Sven ran behind the nearest tree, but Olaf had gotten distracted. Oh, Olaf again. Hello, he said to a passing bird. Olaf, look out, Anna cried, but it was too late. The mysterious monster crashed through the trees and stopped right in front of the snowman. Olaf looked up. Oh my goodness, I would be so nervous. Oh, this big, huge monster. Olaf does not seem to be worried though. Olaf looked up. It's Marshmallow, he cried. Oh right, Marshmallow. The giant monster who tried to attack us, Kristoff said. Shouldn't we be running about now? Olaf gave Marshmallow a hug. Marshmallow isn't scary. He's my friend. Olaf looked up at the icy monster again. How's my little buddy? He cooed. He's right, Kristoff, Anna said as she stared down the stairs. Marshmallow doesn't look very scary anymore. Do you remember Marshmallow from the very first movie? A little scary, wasn't he? I guess not. Marshmallow growled sadly. He sank to the ground and hugged Olaf closer. Wow, you're a really great hugger, Olaf said. I think I'm being crushed. Anna looked at Sven and Kristoff. Then she looked down at her hand clasped tightly in her sister's. I think Marshmallow is lonely, Anna said. Marshmallow nodded in agreement. I'm sorry, Marshmallow, Elsa said. I thought you would be happy in the mountains. I guess I was wrong. I wish there was something we could do. Sven and Kristoff looked at each other. They had an idea. I wonder what their idea is. What do you guys think? A few days later, Anna and Elsa were in the middle of a rematch race when they spotted a giant figure near the harbor. It was Marshmallow. He was helping Sven and Kristoff deliver ice. How's it going? Anna asked Kristoff. Great, just look at how much more ice we've been able to bring down the mountain, Kristoff said. Elsa smiled. Marshmallow seems happy too. Marshmallow nodded as he rubbed Sven's and Kristoff's heads. He was glad to be a part of the team. Oh, that was such a great story, and I'm so happy that Marshmallow was able to find some friends. All right, so let's get started on our snowman. Okay, everybody, so let's get out our pieces of paper, and you only need one. That's all you need. Now, if you have more than one and you'd like to make other things like hats and gloves and anything else you can think of, that is a great plan. So I would love to see what you create after today. All right, everybody, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start by making 3 circles. One small, one medium, and then one big. Don't make it too big because we don't want to fill up our whole page with just one circle. So make sure they all fit on the same page, okay? All right. And while I'm doing this, I want you guys to think of the questions that you'd like to ask me. And I will read them. And don't worry if your circles are not perfect. That's okay. They don't need to be perfect. Because then it's going to be unique to you, which is great. And I make snowmen all the time. And guess what? They never come out perfect. But that's okay. That's what makes them fun. All right, everybody. So here's what I have so far. I have my small, my medium, and my big one. Now, don't worry if your circles aren't drawn too perfectly because we're going to cut them out anyway, and no one's going to see it. All right. Make sure that you are doing this with your parents' permission, okay? We're going to use scissors to cut our circles. Cut out all 3 of your circles. All right, well, I'm doing this. I want to see what some of your questions are. Hi, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so I have one of my circles cut out. There it is. Oh, I have a little bit of an edge right there. That's okay. You can cover it up later. Okay, now my medium circle. All right. Now make sure that when you're done with your paper and you have scraps, that you recycle the scraps, okay? What have you guys been up to while you've been home with your families? What have you guys been doing? I want to hear all about it. You can comment in the comment section and I can read it. Okay, last one, my big one. And it's okay if you're going a little bit slower than me. That's okay. You can always rewind it after I'm done. All right. There's my big one. Here's my scraps. Oh, look at this. I cut all my pages out and I only have one piece of scrap paper. That's pretty cool. Okay, make sure you recycle the scraps. And then I have a big one, a medium one, and a small one. Perfect. Now, you got to get your glue out and open up the top. And what you're going to do is take the small one and the medium one. And you're going to kind of match them up. Now, I suggest putting the parts, you see how you can see where I've drawn on the circle? I suggest putting that on the back and making them all face the same way. But it's okay if you don't want to do that. It's totally up to you. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put the small one on top of the medium one like this. And you're going to take one little drop of glue and put it on the small one. Just like this. You see that? Teeny tiny drop of glue. We don't want too much or it'll soak the paper. And then you're going to match it up to the medium one and then stick it on. And then you'll just hold that for a second. Uh-oh, I put a little too much glue. That's okay. We don't want to get too sticky fingers. And hold that down. Okay, while I'm holding this and letting that dry, I'm going to read some more of your comments. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Okay, that's ready to go. Now for our last bit of glue. You're going to do the same thing, except you're going to do it to the medium one now. All right, so you're going to put a little bit of glue onto the back of the medium one. One little bit of glue. And then you're going to stick it to the big one, just like this. And if you have a new way of making a snowman, I'd love to hear about it and see it. So please comment in the comment section below and let me know what you're doing. All right, there we go. Here is the outline of our snowman, but he's not done. He needs a face, some eyes, a nose, a mouth. So I'm gonna use my colored pencils. All right, you can use any colors you want. On my first snowman, I used black for the eyes and the nose, and brown for his eyebrows, and brown for his hands. You can use whatever you'd like, and you can draw whatever you'd like. You can also, if you have extra pieces of paper, you can cut out little hats for him, or you can cut out his scarf, or anything else. He can even be wearing pants if you want. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna draw a new one, and he's gonna have purple eyes this time. I'm gonna have purple eyes. He's gonna have big purple eyes. All right, I wanna see what you guys are drawing too. So please comment so I can see. All right, here's my big purple eyes for this snowman. Oh. All right, I'm gonna give him some purple eyelashes too. Purple eyelashes. Ooh, maybe this is a snow lady. All right, and then I'm gonna do, how about red eyebrows? Ooh, that sounds fun. You can make it whatever color you want. There's the eyebrows. Lovely. And how about a blue nose? She's gonna have a long blue nose. Just like that. There's my blue nose. You see it? I like it. Okay. And then how about orange lips? She's just very colorful. I'm really liking how she's turning out. All right, here are her orange lips, her orange mouth. Good. Oh, she's looking really pretty. I'm gonna draw some hair on my snowman, and she's gonna have pink hair because I think that's fun. Now you can cut out hair and put it and glue it onto her. I'm just drawing it on because I think that's fun too. All right, her hair is a little curly, a little straight, a little wavy. There we go. There's her hair. She's looking really fun. Okay, now I'm gonna do dark purple for her buttons. All right, and I'm gonna draw 3 buttons down her middle on the medium-sized circle, just like that. Yeah. Okay, she's gotta have some hands, so let's do green hands. Green hands. What I like to do with the hands, I'll put it on the medium circle, and I'll just draw 2 sticks towards the middle, and then I'll give her some fingers. So I'll draw 2 lines, and then I'll draw some fingers, just like that. You can make them thicker too if you'd like. Make them super thick so that you can see them better. All right. There we go. There's that. Perfect. Okay, let's give her some shoes. I think that's a good idea. How about some red shoes? I'm gonna draw 2 little shoes at the bottom. You can color them in. This is on the big circle at the bottom, okay? All right, here's my shoes. There she is. There's my snowman. she doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just fun to make new things and to try new things. So I have my snowman and my snow woman. Awesome. I'm so glad that you guys get to see these. This is a really fun craft, and I'm so happy that you are here with me today. I hope you guys are enjoying your time, that you're staying safe and you're staying healthy, and you're enjoying the time that you have with your family, because love is the most important thing in the world. So I love you guys. I hope I see you again soon. Have a wonderful day, and please stay healthy.